What's up guys, it's NAKAT, and here I am to talk about the new DLC for all of Nintendo's hard-hitting titles such as Pokken Tournament DX, Fire Emblem Warriors, and of course Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I want to say thank you again to Nintendo for providing the product and providing all 3 DLC codes for me. I greatly appreciate that, allowing me to do the review for you guys. With Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's actually, alongside 3 updates that they've been giving to the game, the expansion pass has been giving a ton of content to breathe fresh air into the game. So of course, if you've already 100%ed it, or of course you're looking for more content to go through after you've already finished the game, then this expansion pass is definitely for you, because it gives a lot of essential equipment, a lot of new quests, a lot of items, and of course a lot of upgrade parts for Poppy. People, I feel like, have been really set on 100% in the game as well. So in that sense, it's already hard to do that because of just how long the game is and how much content is already packed into the game. But of course, for those who are completionists, if you include more content, then it's going to have give more of an incentive to continue, of course, playing the game as well. And so I actually think that Nintendo, it was a brilliant idea of giving such a game with already an impactful story, already a well fleshed out story, even more for their players to dive into. So of course the expansion pass for Xenoblade is going to be something that people definitely should look into and definitely should add to their repertoire of content on their Nintendo Switch. The next game I'd like to talk about is Fire Emblem Warriors. Of course, the Fire Emblem Warriors Awakening DLC has come out, and it has given the game new life. And what I mean by that is it has added Tharja to the game. And I personally have been waiting for this for such a long time, Tharja being one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters next to Camilla, of course, of all time. Well, Tharja, Owain, and Olivia are all added to the game, and of course there are new history maps as well. And again, this is Nintendo repeating the same thing as Xenoblade, adding more content to a game that's already been completed. Of course, I actually beat the story mode fairly quick for Fire Emblem Warriors, so I thought history mode was brilliant because it gave you more of an incentive to play other characters, to level other characters up, to grind for more equipment, and it's just fun in my opinion. And so adding new characters along with these expansions is brilliant. Especially Tharja is just a very popular character in her own right to begin with in the series, and Olivia as well. So adding those two, I feel like, was a very smart thing to do. Tharja plays, I'd say, kind of close to Robin, but I'd say that she's definitely different, and her personality does represent her personality, very similar to Awakening. And of course, that's something that we all love. They didn't really tone her down. Olivia, of course, you can see her dancing aesthetic in the way she fights as well, even though she is a sword user. And they kept Owain pretty true to his character as well, so I love those, small details that they like to include. The new history maps are very fun. Scion of Legion featuring Owain, Emerald featuring Tharja, and Kararan Dancer featuring Olivia. I think those were very fun maps to partake in, and I haven't even finished Olivia's, so I definitely have to get to that. There are new costumes, new armor break models, and new weapons, of course. And this is my favorite Switch game, guys. So I played this game a lot. And I feel like if you don't own Fire Emblem Warriors already, it's about time to buy it. There's a lot of DLC for the game, and I'm pretty sure maybe in the future there will be more to come to keep the game alive and fresh, similar to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Pokken Tournament also has new DLC, and I am actually excited about the characters that they added. They added Egg Slash, and excuse me if I'm not pronouncing that name right, of course, and Blastoise. Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon of all time, so to see his 3rd evolution make an appearance in Pokken not only surprised me, but I was very excited. I like Blastoise a lot. Egg Slash is also quite a surprise. So to be honest, I'm always surprised on how they picked the Pokemon for Pokken. I don't know the method that they use or anything of that sort, but I still am very excited when I do get to see new Pokemon in the fighting game, of course. Blastoise is a mid-range power zoner with very poor mobility, but has the ability to duck horizontal projectiles in dull phase and has rapid spin to get in on people who out-projectile him. So he's a character that can close gaps as well. To me, he seems more of like a tankish character, in my opinion. But I like the fact that Blastoise feels very true to what he is in the Pokemon universe, because, you know, some fighting games, people create characters and they don't really keep the nature of the character intact while adding them into a fighting game. Like, there's other examples, I won't name the fighters, where they do this and it just feels kind of like artificial, in my opinion. Whereas Blastoise truly does feel like you're actually using Blastoise's moveset, of course. Aegislash works off of his attach and defense buffs, his range, and his ability to use various counter moves and counter breaking moves. He's used to frustrate the opponent and has more of a you come to me playstyle, meaning basically he forces his opponent to approach, but also has an excellent mix-up game, so he's able to convert off a lot when he actually gets a hit, making him a really nice addition to the Pokken roster, in my opinion. They added some new supports, which is very cool. Most notably, they added Mimikyu. That's one of my new favorite Pokemon. You know, out of the new Pokemon that have come out, that's one of my few favorites. And Mimikyu is actually a really good support at that, giving counter armor. And if his attacks hit that counter armor, or sorry, if your opponent's attacks hit your counter armor, you get buffed. So I actually am very happy that they made Mimikyu useful. I love to see that Pokemon being used on people's support lineups as well. And they also added Rayquaza. So, to be honest, like, Rayquaza being a support is super random to me, given, you know, it's Rayquaza, it's like a legendary Pokemon, things of that sort. But legendary Pokemon are no exception to becoming supports as well. But I actually thought Rayquaza might have ended up being a playable character that you can use one day, and who knows, maybe it's still a possibility. Mew and Celebi are also included as well. Mew gives you crit, attack, or both at random, and Celebi gives you a free phase shift. So of course they have their uses in their own right, and of course they all have their own weaknesses as well, but I like for you guys to explore that on your own. But I'm very satisfied with the DLC for each game, and I think that you know, after beating these games or after playing them for such a long time, it gives them more, I guess, life after they've already been completed, and that's like the important thing, because if you're able to keep your games fresh even after months of them being out, then you're doing something right, and you're going to retain that player base for your game until, of course, you eventually release a new one in the near future. So I want to say thank you again to Nintendo for providing the product and providing all 3 DLC codes for me. I greatly appreciate that, allowing me to do the review for you guys. And of course, if you guys have any questions in the comment section below, feel free to ask. And definitely, in my opinion, pick a Fire Emblem Warriors if you don't have it. All these games if you don't have them, but most notably Fire Emblem Warriors, because it is still my favorite Nintendo Switch game, and I think that a lot of people are missing out, especially if they haven't tried the Dynasty Warriors series at all. I feel like Fire Emblem Warriors is a great one to start out with. Thank you for watching, guys. Take it easy. See you.